Yeah, that's not great.
We finally figured that out.
Hey, we finally got an answer to that. I've been wondering about that for like 20 years. We got there. I mean, I know he's the leading prosecutor, but how much power do you think this guy has? Here we go. Didn't we predict this like 5 minutes ago that this was going to be bad?
Stop that music. Also sort of aligns with other Ace Attorney games in the sense that, like, planting evidence, prosecutors going too far. From Cosmo's perspective, it makes sense because, I mean, Benzies could have been looking for his own revenge.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Have you put it together? Is it finally Strongheart? I've only been throwing him under the bus for like the last 2 games now.
You?
I was just so blinded by rage, I couldn't possibly think of anything else.
Just had a feeling this was going to come up. Feels like an important thing. All right, let's see. Not Iris.
I mean, we can scroll through everybody
Probably
else.
not Gina, who was like 8 at the time.
It's you!
It'd be funny if it was Gregson, but no. Yes, Gory, who was 9.
Uh-huh.
Susato, both very out of character, and she was 6.
Yep. Sholmes. Young and sprightly.
Yeah, this is sort of like the Nanako moment in Persona 4, where... well, it's not the Nanako moment, it's where you accuse the actual person. I don't even want to give spoilers because it's such a cool moment, but, you know, you had the list of pretty much every character in the game. We picked Nanako because we thought it was the funniest, and the fact that they actually had dialogue written for it was great.
That's so funny.
And in fact, it's one of those things, you know how like they've made like cuts of like Mrs. Doubtfire or like Jar Jar Binks to make them out to be like psycho killers?
Yeah.
You can do the same thing with Nanako.
Oh my god, that's amazing. And accurate.
Anyways, it's like that, where it's like, all right, here's a bunch of characters. You should probably have a decent inclination, but there are at least a couple others that could fit the bill.
I'm going with Strongheart. Even if it's wrong, he's the first pick. I've been doing it for ages now. I gotta stick with it. I mean, we got the spin. That's gotta be it. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Like, of course. He's the guy at the top. He's been behind everything. He's the one who's like, you can't say anything about anything in like a couple cases ago.
And who let Van Zeeks handle the prosecution of the professor in court?
Strongheart. Like, he's literally...
It was supposed to have been him.
Yeah. like, it's almost too obvious in some ways that, like, yes, he's the villain. He's been the villain this whole freaking time, Kazuma. God, I cannot believe
Like,
this is... Was that right? Were we on the money?
I was gonna say Yujin Mikatoba.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Oh, God. Now, how the hell are we going to try him, though? We don't have another judge.
Yeah, we just took one away
Yeah,
because he was a killer.
exactly.
It's also kind of explains, not that we need to explain, you know, all the pieces fit, but it explains why he couldn't say.
Well, I know, that's what I was
He's
saying
in the
earlier.
presence of the guy who's. It's like,
I know, that's literally what I said earlier.
Yep.
Of like, of course he's not going to say it. He's right there.
yeah, I mean, you were on this early, to your credit. I wasn't going to go along with it, so I had to at least try and obfuscate things a little bit. I think I did
It
pretty
didn't
well.
work. Not really, anyway. I have not liked this guy for a long time.
Objection!
Yeah, that's not admissible. I was going to say something about that earlier, and then I remembered it comes up because it's like you can't.
Right, well, I heard that.
We can guess that Kazuma's telling the truth now, but again, he's been all over the place in this trial, and also you can't just be hearsaying into the fucking courtroom.
Right, I had the thought too of like we.
You know, it's the damnedest thing. Before Gregson died, he told me that your pants were on fire, and well, we can't ask him; he's dead. So
I
damn.
guess, yeah, you know.
Well, I mean,
if this was a later game,
in 100 years,
we sure would be able to do
we
that.
can let Gregson inhabit Kazuma's body, and then Kazuma will be holding fish and chips somehow.
Yes, he'll have his hair, and
We don't really explain how that works.
We don't really
want to explain
We don't really
because
want to think about it too
everything
hard.
about it is pretty weird, especially when it's pearls.
Oh God, especially.
We don't want to think about it
Poor girl.
because the implications are at best weird, and at worst much worse than that.
Yeah.
Ow! Wild fantasy, that hurts.
Yeah, it's almost like you maybe had something to do with that, perhaps. Didn't I say that before, too, of like, we're not going to be able to get anything done with this guy here? In charge?
I mean, it is difficult.
There is someone! We do have someone! Oh my god! Yeah, I actually do have a question about that. Mikotoba's been spared somehow. Did he not know that Mikotoba... He probably didn't know that Mikotoba wrote the reports.
Because Wilson just signed it.
Because Wilson just signed it. He would have done the same thing that Iris did. He would just assume.
Objection!
Just say the word hope. I will object.
I don't believe in hope.
Tell me.
Tell me. Oh.
Fuck you. You're a loose cannon. I love the truth. I would marry the truth. I would raw dog the truth. What?
Whoa there, Ryunosuke. It's not appropriate.
Take that!
Wow, you're an asshole.
It is interesting how this just, the further we go. I like the formality there.
Mm-hmm.
Not my father.
Yes. God, I hope you freaking remember, man. It's been 10 years. Yeah, that's the problem with this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pretty
might-
gung-ho about it.
I might have, whoops.
Well, that's all sorts of rude.
Slam this unicorn.
Objection!
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to say it, but
Yeah. Oh no.
not strong enough to smash it.
Oh. Tried though.
Still not strong enough.
Oh no.
Ooh-ah. Arg.
Mikotoba, did you just show up out of the blue anyway?
Not quite.
No, it shows. Excellent.
Objection!
Oh. Well, no, not really. I think it's just getting louder.
So help you God.
Yes. Ah, that's cool. I was gonna say, isn't he already here? He's probably just chilling. Oh yeah, he probably doesn't know. Yeah, now you don't have that recess to try and bribe the witness or whatever you were going to try and do, or murder him. Don't show it to everyone. Okay. Maelstrom, because his name is Mail. Oh, so clever.
Oh! Woo-hoo! Well,
I think that's...
it's a good place to leave off for the week.
Yeah.
It leaves us with one final phase with a clean start on a Monday.
Yeah.
I think this is just going to be trial part 3. Yeah. But when we resume next week, we have a place to point the finger, and we have some idea about the case we might be building. How that's going to work when he is the judge.
We need to somehow get him off the judge, because that's exactly the problem. He could just be like, whatever. You're arrested. I don't give a shit.
Not convincing.
Not convincing.
I'm not guilty.
Exactly. So there's got to be something we can do about that.
So this is going to be interesting, I suppose, but it should be right at the very end of the game.
At long last.
We'll see how it plays out next week.